Hey guys, welcome to Lunch Break. In today's episode, we're gonna find out how football dreams are more bigger than just the field. And today we have a guest very close to me, Braden Gordon. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Braden Gordon. Nice to meet you guys.
What's up?
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
We got Mike Harvey as the co-guest. Host,
Co-host, co-guest, whatever.
Mike interviewing you too today.
Yeah, hey, you do it, man.
Hey, Mike, do you have some announcements to make?
I do. So, first of all, thank you all for watching. Glad to see you here. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We're doing a lot of new things. You've seen some of the shows we've been coming up with. Relevant Rants is one of our new ones. We talk about all the things going on in the world and our opinion on them. And several of our hosts are on that show. And really, we try to bring a godly spin, like kind of like Christ view to what's going on in the world. So
Okay.
that's one of the big things. But subscribe, you'll get that. And then also dailyfreedom.org. So as many of you know, if you're watching this, and if you don't know, our mission is to promote the values of faith, family, and freedom, and to support the organizations doing the work behind those values, including Kicks for Kids. That's what we're here to talk about today.
Yep.
And with that, we put together a compilation of videos promoting those values. We've done some commentary on them as well, and then we're also sending out daily encouraging emails. We've got Joanna here in the background working on those emails with us, with Bible verse, devotional, really to kind of help you build up your faith, your family, your freedom in Christ, your freedom as an American citizen, and all of those things. So
That sounds amazing.
That's what we're doing. So Johnell, Kicks for Kids. We got Braden here. He helps you, right?
Kicks for Kids, yes, and Brady does help me with tremendously a lot of activities. He is an influence in a lot of our football kids' lives. They all follow him on social media. He
plays football with some friends, right?
He plays football with some friends at Friends University. Tell us about Friends University and how you got there.
Friends University it's been good so far, and if you told me a couple years ago, I didn't even know what Friends University was. Just like when I tell a lot of people, but it's a smaller school in Wichita, Kansas. The population is same like around Bakersfield, like just the same area and the same amount of people, but
you have tornadoes.
Yeah, we do have tornadoes.
Yeah, that's crazy. They do, huh?
Yeah. And there was a tornado like a few days before I left.
What do you do when the tornadoes come?
Well, it was like 30 minutes from me, but we had to like take cover and
Did you
stuff.
get nervous?
Not really.
Be honest.
Like, not really. Because it was 30 minutes
you're
away.
Player, you're tough.
Yeah, but
I would have left Kansas.
yeah. But if it was closer, yeah, I probably would have been nervous. Like, all right, like it's getting too close. But anyways, I met the head coach, or he reached out to me like a few years back, probably in like 2020. He was at another school and he was trying to get me to go there, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna stay and play my year at Bakersfield College. And after the season, like he changed the schools and he was still reaching out to me and stuff, and I got a scholarship to play football at Friends University, and I had multiple other scholarships too, but that was the place, and I chose to go there. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. So Braden, we talked about this before the show, but there's always one question we ask every guest. What is something that most people aren't going to know about you?
I used to do commercials in like fifth grade.
No, like Disney star.
Sixth grade. Going into sixth grade, yeah, I had like an agent.
So kind of like Hannah Montana?
No, I wasn't that big, but I was in like a Toys R Us commercial.
Yeah?
Like iCarly or something?
Yeah.
Right, was it?
Like a Pokemon commercial.
Hi, Braden. You were on a Pokemon card?
No, a commercial.
Oh.
But I never got to see it, though. Because it aired in Asia. So I never seen
that's
it.
interesting.
Well, you might be famous over there. You don't even know it.
Yeah,
right?
I'd never seen it before, but yeah, it was pretty cool. A cool experience because not a lot of kids
That's cool.
will ever experience that.
So you played at BC,
Mm-hmm.
and then you went on to Friends University. Where'd you go to high school?
Independence.
Independence.
Yeah, I went to
okay.
Independence High School.
And I'm too old. That was high school after I graduated.
Nah, yeah.
Me too.
I think it was built in like 2008.
Okay.
So yeah.
There's actually more to that story though that got him at Friends University
Let's hear it.
too. So with Kicks for Kids, he helped me. So we
Okay.
were going up to was it Ventura, California?
Yeah, we're going to Ventura.
Ventura to pick up a donation check, and he was in limbo. He had the Friends scholarship.
Yeah, I had the Friends
scholarship,
scholarship
right?
already.
But he was undecisive that he was going to go there. So a buddy of ours up there prayed for him because he was like, "This is my only option. I don't have nothing to weigh it against." By the time we got back to Bakersfield that night, he ended up with 2 more extra scholarships.
Yeah, I had
2
like
different
2
schools,
more.
right? And he was waiting for these opportunities to show up for like months, right?
Yeah.
And then all it took was going up there having a discussion about like what God would have for him in his life, purpose, and what's more to him about than just playing the game, right?
Yeah.
And then we went shopping to buy shoes for kids.
Yep.
And coming back, while we're shopping, he's like, "Dude, you're not going to believe this." And it's different schools reaching out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was crazy because like like he said, we went down there and we talked to the one of the pastors from the Ventura church, and like we prayed and stuff, and it's crazy how God works. You never know what He can do, and like He blessed me, so I'm glad to be at Friends, and it's a blessing.
So you're also involved with Johnell and Kicks for Kids. How long have you been doing that?
What would say like 2 years? Huh?
Yeah.
Like
2 years. Cool. Well, tell me some more about like how your involvement with him and how that is impacting your life and what it's doing with the other kids.
It's been a big impact on my life. Like he said, some of the football boys like look up to me and stuff. And I just want to be a positive impact on our community. Like going down there, picking up shoes and stuff. Like we went to Thousand Oaks and we dropped off shoes at one of the foster places, right? Yep. Just like seeing what they have.
500 pair.
Yeah, it was something crazy. I know he's got more, but just to see like what they have going on there, and being at one of the events and seeing all the kids like get their shoes and stuff and the joy that it brings to them, it makes you want to be a better person and just do better for the community. But yeah, I'm glad I met Johnell, and I feel like God put him in my life for this reason, So
is there any one specific story that stands out with a specific student?
Shamar.
Yeah, probably Shamar. That's what I was gonna say. At-risk kid. He's just chasing a football dream. And living in a community where it's tough to make it out.
Yeah.
So it's just like he's fighting battles every day. But he still just looks at football and looks at me, and he just wants to be a better person. You just want to chase those dreams as long as you can, and it's hard. When you have those obstacles in front of you every day.
So what have you seen change in his life?
Shoot,
he's actually going to Liberty next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's big.
He's staying away from a lot of the activities from that neighborhood that can get him in some trouble right now.
Yeah.
He's trying to get plugged into some places for him to get like workout, like drills and football and stuff like that. I had a conversation with not him, but another of our young men that help us with Kicks for Kids. He's also in football, and I told him, and I know I tell Braden this all the time, and all the young men around me, that your salvation is your responsibility, but for those who are watching you constantly, right? Because it's a big deal.
Yep.
And I told this other young man today, they don't believe in you, follow you just because of the byproduct of like popularity or anything like that. They believe in you and follow you because you bring them hope. They see you chasing your dream and being consistent at it. Even listening, because Braden is transparent with a lot of our kids. He's like, man, I'm struggling with finding a place to go with school. I don't know where I'm going to end up at school. This was last year, right? And the kids saw that, and they were like, and some of the kids that really follow him, they started like butting down on their workouts, schoolwork, and things like that. So that's why I've been telling a lot of the young men who are collegiate athletes around me that these youngsters aren't following you because of byproduct of popularity or even in college. Like we all know, it could come with parties and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
They're not following you for that. They're following because you show them a way. You're giving them hope on showing them how to be consistent at your dream. And that's why they're following you, because that's a heavy responsibility that I always tell Braden and a lot of the young men around me.
Yeah, well, I think that's an important thing to remember. Just because you're not necessarily like speaking to them,
Right.
Your life, and this is how I've always tried to live my life too. Your life speaks more than your mouth ever can, right?
Right. Your action speaks louder than the words.
Exactly.
But like he said, the academics and just like working out and stuff, like that's big. You know, you're not gonna go anywhere like without working hard. You know, if you just sit on your bottom all day, nothing's gonna come to you. You know, and the academics part, nobody's gonna want to have a person with bad grades on their football team. You know, they don't want to bring that negativity to their university. You know,
right.
So it's like if you have a university who can give you football money and academic money, that's just a plus. You know, I was blessed with that, and friends, you know, they gave me money for my academics and for my athletic ability too. So it's good.
That's cool.
That's what I tell
and
kids.
Friends is actually, it was crazy how I knew this was the university for him when we Googled it, and I figured out what Friends University was myself. It's a Christian-based college, right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know,
Yeah,
we're
it
praying
is.
over all these things, and he had to answer it all along. But God gave him like options to look at, like, hey, this is the option for you, but you've been asking for these others to compare it to. So like, here's the world,
Yeah.
and here's what I have for you. Here's what I have for you. You
Yeah.
know, so it's crazy to see them out there. We're actually gonna go. Me and my son gonna go out there and watch them.
Oh, that's cool.
Play this
So
season.
Wichita? Hopefully
Yeah.
there's no tornadoes.
If it's tornadoes,
Yeah.
I'm out of there. I'm not even going. I love you, but
Yeah,
I'm not Dorothy.
I don't think it's tornado season. What's it? August, September?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Do
I
they-
don't
gotta
think
do
so.
research.
Do they have any of
When
your
is
games on
tornado
TV?
season?
Yeah, they'll live stream our games for sure.
That's cool.
And I think sometimes if we get lucky, we can get like one of the games on like ESPN Plus, maybe.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah, we'll see. But all the games are live streamed, so everybody can watch those.
Right on. So how long till you graduate now?
For my bachelor's, I got like a year and a half.
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna go for my master's after too.
That's
so
cool. So what are you studying? What are you going to?
psychology.
Okay.
yeah.
What do you want to do when you get out?
I'm not fully sure, but you know, I just want to help the kids, the at-risk kids, you know. And that's what another thing, like Kicks for Kids, you know, I'm working with all different types of kids from different walks of life. And, you know, that gives me a little bit of experience, you know, how to talk to the kids. So yeah.
Meet them
That's
where
cool.
they're at.
Yeah.
Super cool. You got some cool things happening with Kicks for Kids right now too.
Yeah, we just got accepted into this little group, online group. It gives you your bang for your buck thing. It's called Good 360.
Yeah.
And it's basically you buying items that families need: diapers, baby clothing, hygiene product at like a very low minimum. You can, some things on there are like for $130 for $6,000 worth of like laundry detergent. So that can last and be stretched.
Yeah. So your donations go a lot farther.
Yeah,
Further,
that's cool.
right? So that is an amazing thing to be able to have as a resource for these families that we're getting involved with. We got a shoe giveaway coming up pretty soon, so we're gonna have a whole projected to have way more kids than we ever had before.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a big toll, but it comes with a big fulfillment, I guess you can say too, right?
Yeah.
God gives you this hearing his story on how it impacted him, seeing how he wants to go for his master's. Crazy thing is he doesn't know this, but my son wants to go to psychology, and I think it's because of him.
That's cool.
Right.
So you're making an impact even
in
on the
my
bosses.
home.
Yeah.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, because at first my son wanted to go play with lizards for the rest of his life. And now he wants to be a therapist. Right? So it's crazy how even it's affecting even my home in a positive way
Yeah.
for having these guys around
Yeah.
and just being there for
comes
them.
full circle, dude.
It does.
Yeah, that ministry that you're doing outreach that comes back and blesses your own family. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
cool.
amazing.
you'd be surprised. before long, you'll be having your own family.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'll be a little. Yeah, that's something else.
Hopefully not too soon.
Faster than you think.
Hopefully
It
not
always
too soon.
comes faster than you think, dude.
Yeah.
Cool. So what else is going on with Kicks for Kids?
Well, we have that. We have the shoe giveaway coming up. We also have a football camp in 7-on-7 tournament June 25th at Thompson Junior High.
Okay.
All high school kids are welcome. If you listen to this and you're
Come
a
on
parent
out.
of a high school kid and they play football, bring them out.
Fantastic program.
Follow us on Instagram and email us or text that phone number for registration.
What is the Instagram handle?
Instagram handle is Johnell Ward or Johnell D. Ward, and you just DM me and
Can we throw that up on the screen too, Alex? Cool.
And we'll get you guys hooked up. We have some crazy this year because last year was like our first one. It was a little rough start, right?
Yeah.
So this year we came fully prepared. So I got him. We got a couple other collegiate athletes coming to do isolated training.
Nice.
We got refs coming to ref the 7-on-7 games. But not only that though, we have medals. Medals that look like, I don't know if anybody you guys watch it, but you guys know who Flavor is. But those new medals, the big ones. We got a couple medals.
I want one of those, Johnell.
You will look amazing in it. They're like for linemen, skilled players, and then the MVP of the whole thing. We're trying to get someone. We're looking for sponsorship to sponsor that award because we want to make it look like a wrestling belt for that kid.
What does the sponsorship look like for that?
It's just the sponsorship is around $300 for that.
Oh, right on.
You know?
That's cool.
So that we're looking for that.
If you guys want to help out, that's something really simple. God can use you right there.
Reach out to us and
you will make a huge impact. And Johnell's doing huge things. Kicks for Kids is doing huge things.
Kicks for
God
Kids
is using you and that ministry and that organization very mightily. Right,
Yeah.
Braden?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's a whole bunch of us that like we're just doing this to see God. And no, we're not just serving the youth that we get shoes to. I mean,
Right.
I hang out with college kids who play football.
Yeah,
Talk to them.
but it starts with the shoes. But that's just talk about that a little bit.
That's just a plus.
Yeah,
really.
that's just
It's
kind of
just
like the foot in the door, right? That opens the door for everything else.
Yeah.
Open up the door. It's way more than just a shoe, right? I get to see. I got because I'm also very involved with Valley Bible, right?
Uh-huh.
And I bring up Kicks for Kids this last Sunday during a sermon because we were talking about how Paul and how much faith he had that even they sent his handkerchief around, and it was like healing and casting out demons with handkerchief. This dude had this much faith, right? That they were sending like how they touched Jesus' garment, that woman, and she was healed. They were sending his handkerchief around, and I was looking like, dang, like I would love to have that, right? And then it hit me like, oh, I send shoes around to hopeless kids, and then they. Like, I see Jesus in that, how it brings the hope, or how it opens up the door, not just to the kid, but to the parents, to the grandparents. How it opens up the door to school educators and school districts where they're allowing us to come in and just be involved. We just did a school event, right?
Yeah.
And we were playing football, throwing the football around.
Yeah, that was cool.
Dancing, hanging out with the kids. He got to see all the school kids, like, They love us, right? They're open. They're not shy with us, and they're really transparent.
Nah, yeah, they were all coming up to Johnell and stuff because he's been there already a couple times. It was like, Johnell, you need some shoes and this and that. I was just like, oh, like that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool to see that. They're all whoever gets the high GPAs and stuff like that. They get whatever shoe they want. So. Yeah. It's
something like what you got on your feet. Yeah. Go ahead and pull one of them over and show the camera.
Yeah, I think that's one of the coolest things that you guys are doing. What is that? Nike? Is that an Air Force One?
A Nike Dunk.
Yeah.
Nike Dunk.
UNLV.
Yes.
I don't know nothing about these shoes.
Nah.
They do. But I'm like, I was starting to check them out the other day. I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy some.
Yeah, you need some, man.
Because I only wear sandals and boots.
Sandals and boots, Mike. Yes, you do.
But no, I think that is one of the coolest things that I've seen happen through your organization. Is you're taking kids, and Braden, you can speak on this too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these kids are at risk, right? Or
Right.
foster kids or combination. And they probably have like no hope. Like they're probably like biggest hope is like maybe I'll survive high school. Like probably headed for drug life or gang life or both, right? And now they're taken in. Oh, they're on honor roll. They're on principals list.
Yeah.
And like what I think, and this is really impactful for me seeing this, and we're gonna have not too far down the road, Tiffany Touchstone, who you've done a lot of work with.
Yeah.
And you're
Amazing
doing
person.
even more work
She's
with.
amazing.
Impact that they've made in their school, and we were involved with that event that you guys did over there that one time.
Yeah.
And I know you've done more since then. But seeing these kids that have no future, basically, right? And now they're like probably going to end up with scholarships, right?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
like, those are prime for scholarships. Go to college, graduate, and like have a career. Like they never even dreamed of this stuff. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah, and it's cool to see, like you said, like the kids that are like at risk and stuff,
Yeah.
and the foster kids. They don't have hope. They don't have people to look up to. So that's why I try to come in. Try to give them some hope.
Yeah.
Just anything is possible as long as you work toward it. So I just try to be that helping hand in their lives. So.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the coolest things, right? Because you're sharing Christ with them at the same time.
Yeah.
And the word says He gives us a future and a hope when we have none, right?
Yeah. We lean on Jeremiah 29:11.
Yeah.
Right. So He has a plan to prosper you, not for calamity or evil.
Yeah.
But the major part was verse 12 when He says, "When you pray, He listens." Right. That hit me. Because these kids are all crying out, and not even just the kids. Sometimes even the parents, they don't know how to change themselves so they can become the mother or the father they need to be for their kids.
Yeah.
So like just meeting them there and seeing the byproduct of just listening. Most of the time, it's just listening.
Yeah.
And it's been an amazing journey.
Well, I know I've watched you and some of my close friends as well, and seeing. If I will, and I mean this in love because we're friends, good friends, and there's a lot of things you're accomplishing through God that like you're not capable of doing. Johnell on his own is not capable of doing.
No.
But God is opening doors. God is connecting the dots.
God is good, and He's good all the time.
Yeah,
All the
God
time.
is good, and He's good all the time.
Absolutely. So. I know we wanted to ask you, Braden, is there anything you want to say like to maybe these kids that are watching or the parents people that might support the things that y'all are doing?
I want to lead them with something.
Yeah, if you are interested in supporting, like Johnell said, just reach out. And to the kids out there just working toward a dream, just keep on working, even when the days are hard, just keep working. You never know what's behind that obstacle. It could be whatever you want it to be as long as you just keep working, so just keep working, keep a smile on your face, and everything will get better with time. And like you said, if you pray, God is going to give you something in return if you just keep asking Him for it, just really ask Him for it, and it could come.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well said.
That's cool. Well, I know we always do promote Lucky's Animal Rescue, and what they do, they run a shelter for animals.
Okay.
And they do a lot of cool things. John and Meredith, and they're friends of some of our group. And our dog today is Newbie. You want to tell us about Newbie, Johnell?
Newbie. This is about Newbie. Newbie is a charming, approximately like 6 years old dog, American Pit Bull mix. He is a goofy guy with loads of energy, so he's going to be jumping all over you with nothing but love. He loves to swim, so get ready. It's perfect timing because it's summer. A great way to burn off some extra energy will be swimming with this dog, man, Newbie, to get you out there and active with him. He's good with some other dogs. but Trixie is his best friend, his BFF. So if Newbie has a BFF,
Yeah, apparently.
so you might end up with Trixie as well. They don't need to be adopted together, but
But they probably will be.
But it probably would be, and it would be pretty awesome if you did. So if you are interested in Newbie and Trixie, you don't want to split up the dynamic duo, you can contact Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky's Animal Rescue, and we can put their contact info up as well. And you can reach out to them. They have all sorts of animals that they're coming and going all the time.
Yeah.
We were doing this for them a while back, and Tom was sharing with me that we were promoting all of their puppies. They just recently had some puppies over there, and they told Tom, hey, you gotta stop promoting the puppies. We can't give them away. They're already sold because, or not sold. They don't sell them, but they're already adopted out. They're already adopted out. But we can't even send them to the homes until they're 6 weeks old. So apparently our audience is doing a great job of helping Lucky's.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So we're, like I said, we're supporting those organizations like, Kicks for Kids, Lucky's, and, a few others that are just doing the work, God's work, supporting those values, faith, family, and freedom. And, but we want to give a special thanks today to Johnell, Kicks for Kids. Is there anything you want to leave us with, Johnell?
I want to leave you with. It's not hard to see God move in your life, no matter where you've been, as long as you let go and learn.
Good word. So yeah, we want to give a special thanks to our head of content, Alex Howe. Our executive director, Nathaniel Tweed, and our social media manager, Joanna Connell. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.